Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your month ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, thank you so much for all of your support. You know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. If you are not on my mailing list, you are not getting the monthly general overview. It goes out on the first of each month. Also, for those of you that have asked if you would like to donate to the channel, you can do so on the PayPal link below. Thank you so much for those of you that do and have already. I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the month ahead has in store for you, right? So let's have a look at your actions and interactions with the world at large. What is going on for you this month, Saggy? This month you get the World card. In your actions and interactions, there is a status change coming for you this month, right? This is going to be a fantastic month for you. This is where something big shifts and changes for you, my dear Sagittarius. Your actions and interactions with the world at large is what you do. The World card itself represents change. It represents a change in status. It represents a change in your life. And we're not talking about like just a bit of a shift of energy or a transformation. We're talking about a big change. This could be something where, you are proposing to somebody. It could be where you're meeting somebody and you make it, or you've been with somebody, seeing somebody and you make it official. It could be that you decide to move. It could be that you get the keys to your new place. There's something about this card that always tends to spell out a big change for your life. Something where you master something. Because it represents Saturn, it represents where you've already put an effort in. So you're reaping the rewards of something that you have previously sown, right? And the thing with the World card as well is because it's the number, although it's card number 21, it's actually the 22nd major arcana, which tends to give it the energy of the master builder. So it kind of suggests that this month, wherever you put your mind to, you can turn into a reality. This is about you making concrete steps towards making something happen this month. Yes, we do have a Mercury retrograde, but it looks like Sagittarius is saying, well, I don't give a fuck about that. I've got shit to do. Sagittarius is just like, Mercury who? Who? Fair play. Make it happen, right? Show us how it's done. So your money and materials this month, let's take a look, see what is going on there. That feels good. You got the Ace of Pentacles, right? So a new era in your finances as well, because this falls right next to the World card. So it suggests that this month you are putting an action plan together. It's almost like for some of you, this is about an interview. For some of you, this is about a business plan. For some of you, this is about deciding that you are going to move, or you've found the place that you know you want to go to and you're gathering the resources. The Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful card for money because it suggests growth and abundance. And it suggests that you're able to create these things in a solid, sustainable way. There's no flash in the pan here, right? And then on top of that, because it's falling right next to the World card, this is sustained growth. This is sustained abundance, right? This looks really, really nice for all of you. I do have to say, because this is your physical body as well as your finances, and it is your actions and interactions as well, right next to the World card. This is a high month for fertility. So for those of you that don't want that experience to grace your life, make sure you are careful about it. All right, but for some of you as well, you could be hearing about a birth or somebody coming forward to say, oh, by the way, so-and-so had their baby and it was all good. All right, okay, so you've had a card fall out for your communications with the world at large, and the card that fell out is the Moon card, right? So your communications with the world at large this month, I'm going to be honest with you, the Moon card can be about confusion, but it can also be about things being backward looking. And I got to be honest with you, because of the good things that are shaping up for you, my best advice to you this month, do not tell anybody about your plans. whatever it is that you are working on, whatever it is that you've been busy behind the beat, like, because this month you'll be doing a lot of that. Don't talk about your plans. It's not time to share things yet. Get them completed, especially with the moon card next to the Ace of Pentacles. Get things complete before you start pushing them forward, right? Before you start telling people about stuff. So your communications this month, you are going to be a bit secretive. You are going to be a bit sort of like, well, you know what? Yeah, I've got loads going on at the moment. And it will kind of stop there. And people will be like, well, usually you'd be telling us what you're doing, how it's working out, da, da, da. You can't do that this month because it will dissipate the energy, right? Keep it stum. When you're ready to launch something, just launch the damn thing. But this month is not the time, and it's also not, this is not the time for you to be sharing stuff about what you're doing. That time will come, and when it comes, it will be all the stronger and better for the waiting. So, your heart and your half sector, what's going on in your romance, in your love life? This month you get the King of Cups, right? So for those of you that are single, Piscean is very likely to pop up for you. This could be somebody that you end up having a lot of fun with. I have to be honest with you, because the moon card is involved, it does kind of suggest that this person may not be telling you everything about themselves, which is fair, because, you know, you don't meet someone for the first time and say, oh, well, you know, I've had 3 divorces, and, you know, last year I fell down a flight of stairs and broke my back. And you wouldn't give everybody all of the worst things about you before before you'd even gone anywhere with them. But all I will say is, because the moon card is involved, whoever you're meeting is likely to be a Pisces or has that Piscean energy, but it's not necessarily the best attributes of Pisces. It's more the sort of where they can be a little bit overindulgent, or they are not necessarily presenting themselves as they actually are. What I can tell you is that if you keep it light-hearted and platonic, maybe have a little flirt, maybe have a little schmooze, but don't look for anything concrete, actually it could be good for you. You know, so kind of keep it that way. Whether you're man or woman and you date men or women is kind of irrelevant. That's the energy that's coming through. So for those of you that are partnered, this does suggest that your partner's emotional state this month may be all over the shop, and you will notice this. My biggest and best piece of advice for you this month, if you are in a relationship with somebody, let them bring it to you. Don't try to force it out of them. Don't do the whole, oh, something's wrong and you're not telling me, because it will just create unnecessary tension, unnecessary issues, right? They will come to you and divulge what they're feeling or what they're dealing with or battling or going through, but you have to let them come to that conclusion of telling you on their own. Don't try to force it this month. You don't need to. All right, so let's have a look at your weeks ahead. So your first week ahead, you got the Lovers card right underneath the World card. So for those of you that have been in long-term relationships, this could very well be a status change. You could be getting engaged. You could, because you've got the Lovers card, right, which represents a decision, a big choice to be made. With the World card, this is something that changes your status. For some of you, it could be deciding that you do actually want to have children. For others of you, it could be, yeah, you know what, I'm ready to leave this place and find a new job. I'm ready to change my career completely. There is a big, big change coming this month for you, my dear Sagittarians. But the thing is, because you've got the Lovers card and this represents choice, it basically says to me that this month you actually get to choose. You'll be a lot more on board with the shifts and changes that are coming. So it's a good month overall, you know, it's nice. So your second week of the month, you've got the Death card, right? So right underneath that Ace of Pentacles, but because we've got the World card there as well, it does suggest, again, there's a transformation. There's something happening with your finances this month as well, where you are, it's almost like, the way that I feel it, the growth that you have desired to see in your bank balance, this month you will very much be privy to, right? Then it's almost like that's happening for you. But with the Death card, it does see the end of something. So for some of you, this really is a change in job. For others, it is a change in environment, right? There's something about where you live or where you work. The environment where you work is changing, because the Death card is a completion. It's an ending, but because it's ruled by Scorpio, it also talks about your desires. Some of the stuff that you've wanted to see in your finances clients or in your working or career life or career sector, let's say, are coming through this month. But the thing is, although you'll be able to have some modicum of choice, it may not all come about exactly as you hope, right? So you've got to be flexible this month as well. Third week of the month, you've got the Judgment card, right underneath that Moon card. So yeah, this is keep things under wraps, right? Keep things hidden. Don't talk about things. If you know that there is an opportunity to be promoted, don't talk about it. Do what you need to do to ensure your success. Once it's all said and done, then talk about it, right? Especially the Judgment card with the Moon card as well. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like there's some form of competition coming up for you guys, and it might see you having to not necessarily defend yourself, but it might see you having to just say to someone, you know what, I'll have to agree to disagree on that one. Thank you for your input, but it doesn't really work for me. And then finally, your fourth week of the month, you've got the Hermit card right underneath the King of Cups. So for those of you that are single, you're not aligning with somebody this month. You could be, like I said, having a fling, having a flirt, having a schmooze, but there's nothing concrete coming from it, right? So whoever this Piscean person type energy is that's coming through, it's not for the long term. Don't be swayed by, all of the pretty glitz and glamour that is presented to you, because the chances are you're not getting the full story from this person. For those of you that are partnered, the Hermit card really does, for a select few of you, you could be becoming single this month. This could be where a relationship does take that kind of turn. Why do I say that, right? We've got the Lovers card right next to the Death card. The Judgment card always precedes massive changes. And then on top of that, you've got a change in status card in the World card. And there you've got the Hermit card. So for some of you, this could be about a new beginning in relationships by you becoming single. And that is your status change. For the rest of you, like I said, don't try to pry or force your partner open. Let them divulge what they're feeling or battling to you on their own. And then finally, your key to the month is the Eight of Cups, right? So you're walking away from something. You are definitely relinquishing something, but this isn't like I've lost something. This is about you making a conscious decision to walk away from something because you know there's something better on the horizon. For some of you, like I said, this could be a change in home or a change in environment. For some of you, it will be a change in job or a change in the company that you work for. There is a big change coming this month, but it comes through conscious decision. There's nothing that's going to blindside you this month. You will be privy to every bit of knowledge that you need in order to make grounded, practical decisions for yourself. And ultimately, with that Eight of Cups, it does suggest that you are using all of your past experience in the best way. When you learn from your past experiences, that's when you're acting wisely, right? Which is fantastic to see. It looks like a brilliant month for you guys. I'm chuffed for you. Like, even with these cards, this is a good month. It's all kind of what you make it as well. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know how it shapes up for you in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you soon.